Hey, welcome to Split Education. I'm Cordelia the Educator. Great to have you here. So honestly, so many parents are wondering the same thing right now. Should our kids be using tools like ChatGPT for their homework? It's new, it's weird, it's kind of amazing, and if we're honest, it's a little bit confusing. You know, it's not just about a yes or a no. It really is about how children are actually using AI. So let me explain. AI tools like ChatGPT, using these is okay. They're not cheating machines. They're tools, just like a calculator or a spell checker or even Google. And just like those tools, they can be used well or used poorly. So if your child is just copying and pasting full answers, yeah, that's not so great. They're not learning, they're just skipping. And we want our children to continue to learn and continue to use their wonderful minds, because what you use improves. But if they're using it to help them understand something, to start on a tricky writing task or to bounce ideas around, then honestly, that's kind of smart. That's really resourceful. We want our children to continue to be great thinkers, not just memorizers and not just rule followers. So let's take an example. Let's say your child has to write a story or a report and they're sitting there and they're super duper stuck. So staring at the page for 20 minutes, that's not cool, a waste of time. And then they might think to themselves, okay, I'm going to type into ChatGPT, give me 3 fun starter stories about a robot and a mystery. And then suddenly they've got a spark, they've got an idea, they've got a way in. Or maybe they're starting to write a science report and they ask, what's a simple explanation about how volcanoes erupt? And they understand it, they get it in their own words. Now, are they still doing the thinking? Yes. Are they still responsible for their answers? Absolutely. But they're using a tool to help them think better, not instead of thinking. And that's the big difference. That said, this is the most important part. You see, our children, they still need boundaries, because AI at this point in time, it isn't always accurate. Sometimes it gives wrong information, which sounds really convincing, but it's not yet reliable like a teacher or a book. So we teach our kids to double check, to cross-reference, to not just read what ChatGPT has given out, and to not just copy it. Because when we talk to them about honesty, because it's not just about don't use AI, it's more about use it wisely. And also, if you think about the world that our children are growing up in, AI is not going anywhere. And in fact, it will probably be a huge part of their future jobs. So helping them to learn it and to use it responsibly is important. And that's part of their education. And that's what we need to do as parents. It's kind of like digital literacy, knowing when to use it, how to question it, and when to turn it off and do the work by themselves independently. So if you're a parent wondering, should my child be using ChatGPT for their homework? Instead, try asking, what are they using it for? And are they learning from it, or are they hiding behind it? And then go from there. You know, honestly, if you were to ask me the same question as a parent, I'd rather raise a child that knows how to ask really smart questions than one who just types something in and uses the answer which is given, one that just memorizes someone else's answers. So yes, with guidance, conversations and good habits in place, I'd say tools like this can be a really great support. I would say it's not just a substitute for thinking. And if you've got more questions about tech or tools or learning at home, just subscribe and we can simply figure this stuff out together, as we did not grow up with AI and it sure is here to stay. So let's not limit it. Let's teach our children how to use it safely and wisely. I'm the Cordelia Cooper, the educator, and thanks for watching. Really hope that video helped. See you on the next one.